Hi you guys, welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and today we're going to be unboxing month 3 with Crochet Surprise and doing a final wrap up. Now before I get started, I want to remind you guys, in no way, shape, or form am I affiliated or sponsored by Crochet Surprise or any other subscription box that I have reviewed or yarn that I have reviewed to date on this channel. It would be illegal for me to not inform you guys that if I receive free product for purpose of review, and it would also be illegal for me to not point out that I was sponsored by anybody else. Hence why you don't see, sponsored content or ads or anything else on my videos at this point. I'm a very small channel. Nobody knows who I am. I don't get free product. We're a very small niche community, and that's perfectly fine. But I did want to get that out of the way first and foremost, as I do get a lot of comments in my email and particularly about whether or not these are sponsored content videos or whether or not I'm getting discounts or anything else. I receive no discount codes other than what is available on the website to you guys when you go on there. Also, as a disclaimer coming into this, I don't want my normal formatting for when I do a final review with a final unboxing is normally that I'm very unhappy with a subscription. That is not really the case here. We have two different things that are coming into play. One is I'm just done. I know exactly what I think of this box, and I will be able to tell you all that information here as I'm unboxing this box with you guys. But also, this is February's box, and it did not get here until March 9th. And I would like to get on to the next box. Shipping is what it is, and I understand this isn't a slight on Crochet Surprise whatsoever, but shipping is what it is right now, and this has been delayed substantially. Last month was delayed substantially, so I don't want to spend another 2 months trying to work out this subscription box. So we're just going to wrap it up here. We will be starting our next subscription box as early as next week. I'll have that video up maybe. We'll see how it goes. So on with what was in this month's box. Whee! So we got our little pamphlet. I did already try to film this once, so this is why things are kind of maybe a little scattered from normal. I want to be a little bit more concise with what I said, and I did forget something while it was upstairs. I do have my finished project for month 2 here with me. Month 1's scarf is missing once again. It keeps going MIA. I found it for a few days, had it set up in the study with my stuff to bring down here, and it went MIA. But it is what it is. I've enjoyed the scarf, the Infinity scarf, quite a bit. It matches a purple hat with sequins that I made a while back. So I actually have been using it, and normally I leave things in the kit until I'm done with the review. So I guess now I know better. Don't do that. I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I don't have that. But this month's project are these super cute little bunnies. Once again, very, very happy with the pattern. I really appreciate the diversity that this box has had in the projects and fiber types that could be expected or that I received in the last 3 months. As a member of Crochet Surprise, you have access to all the previous patterns, which is really, really nice. So I was able to look to see like what else had come out before I subscribed and get an idea and a feel. You do have video tutorials for all of the patterns, so that is a nice huge pro bonus with this box. If you're not inclined to follow patterns. Also, when you go on the website, oh, I don't have it down here. Shoot. You have the option to reprint your pattern, so it's not on the card. So like last month's shawl, which, there's their picture of it. I did reprint this so I could have a larger format and could stick it on my clipboard and see it more easily. But apparently I left that upstairs. The rest of the box. We got polyfill. We got 2 sets of eyes in the right size to make the little bunnies. Yeah, buns. We have our tea from Jasmine Pearl. And this is a More blend. It is a complex blend of cacao, rose petals, spices, bee pollen, and a hint of natural vanilla. The ingredients are green bush, cacao, rooibos, rose petals, bee pollen, demiana, cinnamon chips, cloves, passion flower, natural vanilla flavor, and roasted chicory. So everything about this sounds yummy, yummy, yummy. I am all for it. And that also means for the month of February, we got a rose chocolate tea. We'll discuss part of that in a little bit. And then we got 4 50-gram balls of the Hobie 8-4 rainbow cotton. This is 100% cotton. And it is a size 1. And I definitely say that's a size 1 yarn. So I know a couple of you people have already realized the value for this is not quite there. So this box cost $29.95 a month before shipping and handling cost. Now, I'll double check this box, but yeah, it doesn't show the actual cost to ship this, but a very similar size box that I personally shipped out up the Eastern Seaboard did cost me approximately $10. And for me, like I said, it's $10 for shipping and handling. So I'm paying $39.95 a month for this box. The cost breakdown for month 3. The bunny pattern, and I will leave the designer's Etsy shop listed down below. This is another designer I am actually familiar with already. Somebody else had made, she's got a really detailed Christmas set of amigurumi, and I've seen that before. It is super cute. But based on her prices for her single patterns, this would be a $4.97 pattern. The tea is $4.50 if you go to their website for 1 ounce. They sell it in 2 ounce. This is 1 ounce, but they sell it in 2 ounce sachets, so it's $9 a sachet. The Hobie cotton for 4 of them is $9.40. The stuffing is about $1. The eyes are about $1. So our value for this month was $20.87, which means that we had a $9 overage on the retail value of this box. Now, I'm probably going to say this over and over again. This is an overpriced box. Even when you take into account curation, over the course of all 3 months, I had a $6.35 overage total. And to charge $2 a month for curation per box is quite a bit of money. Now, having said that, and I'm going to try to not say over and over again, this is an overpriced box. Really will try to say that, or not say that. Having said that, I really like the box. I like the diversity of the projects. I like the diversity of the yarns we're getting. Even though we did have 2 Lion brands and 1 Hobie this time, for the 3 months I was subscribed, having gone back to look at some of the other things, there was a little bit more of an assortment that could have happened should I have shifted forward 1 month or shifted back 1 month. So I think the concept, I really hope that was a cat just running into a window and not somebody trying to open a door. The concept for this box is really nice. This is a very simple box. You get some yarn, you get a project, you get a tea, but it's an afternoon event. It's a moment you can have for yourself, and it sets you up for just a cozy, crafty spa moment. I mean, you throw some eye patches on or a sheet mask or something, or a clay mask, and you tuck in with your tea and you tuck in with your project, and you have yourself a little cozy moment. It's a really sweet box. It is very well planned in the combinations of the yarns to patterns that we're getting. I think the thought has been put into the subscription box. This isn't a just, buy the cheapest thing somewhere and throw it into a box and pick a pattern at random. This is very well planned. Now, I do think some of my excitement with the projects in the yarn overall have been that I was coming off a very disappointing review series last time. I was not, the last box I reviewed, there were too many highs, low, high, low, high. I mean, it was a little bipolar, how I felt about it. But if you are going to be buying a subscription box for yourself, unless you're trying to overcome like a slump, you lost your Crojo, I can't say I would necessarily recommend this box as a self-purchase necessarily, but if you're going to shop for another crafter, this would be a really nice gift. The overpriced aspect aside, it is nice. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the combination of things that I have gotten. I really love the shawl. So mine was in the brown colorway. Now, if this had been a truly curated kit, you know, I would have had an option of the color or input. My input would have, you know, controlled the colors, because I've not seen another finished brown one in the Facebook group, but I've seen a lot of pink ones in the Facebook group. And just at a cursory glance of the yarn wall behind me, you know, see, there's not a whole lot of brown in here, but there is a lot of pink. I do like this as a neutral, though. This is a very nice cool tone neutral. I normally don't wear a lot of caramel browns, but I do wear a lot of tan gray browns. Is a neutral to kind of balance out hot pink. But I really enjoy this. I really love, like, this was a pattern that I had my eyes on before. I like the way the yarn feels. The choice of this yarn to this pattern, I think, was a very smart choice. So I know the expectation was I was just going to heat this outright because of the price. I try to be more fair than that. I really do try to be more fair. While the price, I think you are being overcharged for it, especially, you know, if you saw somebody else unboxing this, you could have, like, easily, like the shawl here, I could have bought the pattern for $6 myself and then used this Heartland and not had to pay anything. Or, you know, where I bought that on a sale for $1 a ball, or the current sale at Joann's when I was online the other day was $1.99 a ball. I could have gotten a better deal, just knowing what pattern and yarns they were using and going and buying it myself. And that's the problem when you're using a big box yarn like that is readily available. You do have to kind of keep in mind that your consumer isn't going to be very happy when they realize, you know, they paid, after taxes and shipping, $39.95 for your box, which, I mean, shipping is expensive. Let's be real. Shipping is expensive, but I could have gone to my local Joann's and spent $12 and made this. So I understand small company, they don't have the connections necessarily to get bulk warehouse deals on certain things. The negotiation, you are getting indie designer patterns. These are actual patterns you can buy. They are supporting designers. Theoretically, they have to pay for the pattern per person that they're sending out a box to. So those prices do start to add up a little bit, but I think there could be more negotiation going on to drop their overhead to where they could drop the price of the box, or add something into the box to spice it up a little bit. And I know that sounds catty and that sounds kind of mean, but and that's why I say, like, this box, if you're gifting it to somebody, it's really, really nice. If you're buying it for yourself, it's a little bit of a kick in the teeth. Yeah. I really like the concept. I really like the idea. I like the simplicity. I don't need more tape measures. I mean, my last knit crate had a tape measure in it. It's a nice tape measure. It has a little lanyard on it, which is really handy because I used that to block stuff the other day. It is nice to have a little lanyard on there to have it around your neck while you're measuring things. But truth be told, I've been crafting now for 30 years. 32 years. I don't need more tape measures. I don't need more stitch markers necessarily. I don't need more darning needles. But just to fluff the box a little bit, to make it feel a little bit more special, to make it feel like you're getting your value. Now, that does also come with the catch-22, as I've mentioned in other videos. I don't like getting things I would get at a trade show for free as a handout in the box. It's hard to add value to that. Your marketing media materials are not, they're not adding value to your subscription box. So you do have to add something that is of value. So the pattern is great. The thought that has gone into the boxes. I mean, we got a very wintry tea in December. We got a very chocolate and floral tea for Valentine's. There is actual work that has gone into this box and planning the combinations for this subscription box. So I don't want this to sound like this is a horrible company or I think they're trying to screw people over or anything like that. They're not. And there is a lot of behind the scenes work that goes into a subscription box, and I understand that. And the fact that they do video tutorials for every pattern is brilliant, and it is definitely showing keen customer support, and that is another important factor. But as a business person, you have to look at what other value you're giving your customers. Having a customer only stay with you for 3 months or 2 months, you're having to constantly generate new business. Whereas you see people who are happy with, say, Knit Crate, and they're getting a 50% value, 50% off value in most of their boxes. A hank of yarn at an LYS, and their yarns are LYS quality. You're gonna pay, I mean, the linen cashmere blend we got a while back, like if I were to buy that even at yarn.com, webs, an LYS, I'm looking at paying $28 a hank for that. I paid $24 for two. So and once you start the comparison of what is out there in the actual value of subscription boxes and stuff, it's been enlightening for me. The business models are different for a lot of companies. Mary Maxim went with, discount yarns that aren't available. Most of them were discontinued. This one has all active yarns. I mean, these are all yarns I can go out and purchase, but the box is a little overpriced for what you're getting. Lether was an amazing box, but she is a single dyer. She has a hook club that also goes with her thing, and she designs the patterns. So your discount really wasn't great, but you were getting a really nice high quality hank every month. So then you had Jimmy Bean Wool, where you're getting basically samples of yarn every month that make a project in 3. If you want to know my opinions on that, they're out here. So I just I'm gonna say this isn't the box for everybody. There is a time where this box is a really nice thing. Like I said, gifts. This is a beautiful gift box. But I can't say this is a great box for your every month for a year kind of thing. It's especially after you're an experienced crafter and you already know how to buy on sale, buy with purchase intent. And I hate that. I really genuinely hate that, because I do love the box. I love the concept. I love the idea. I love the thought that's gone into it. I like the planning that's gone into it. I mean, we have an Easter project with a Valentine's tea, so you can start planning for your next big holiday while still enjoying this one. It's been very seasonally appropriate. It's been a pleasure to work with these things. Now, amigurumi is not my thing. I will come up with something else to do with the Hobie cotton yarn. Maybe a bunny bunting or something is a little bit more my cup of tea, but diversity in the makes, that was very refreshing to have something like that was just a little bit different and just a little that extra step. But I can't say that I see $2 a month over retail in that, especially when, like the Hobie yarn right now is on sale for, did I write it down? No. I think it was 20% off is what it was online when I checked yesterday when I was running the math. So this box has a purpose. This box has a market. But I can't say it's an everyday, everybody, long-term subscription kind of thing. And I really hate that. I really, really hate that. Because the idea is so nice. And they're working with indie people. They're working with small batch tea company. They're working with smaller designers. They're not, sending out a free pattern or sending out a pattern that came from the website the yarn came from. Like, they're supporting other small businesses, which is awesome. So I just, yeah. And I'm gonna have to leave it. I'm gonna have to leave it hanging out there like that. I can't even give this a star rating because my emotions want to give this like a 5-star because the concept is so great. My practical nature and having spent the money on this wants to give it like a 2-star just based on the value. So maybe that means that this is like a 3.5 out of 5. But value is important. Not everybody can justify expending more than retail value on something. So that's where I'm going to leave this. And like I said, I don't want like this being a final wrap up all in one to make you think I hate this box, because I really genuinely don't. But we are running out of time for the month, and I'm not going to have time. I know how slow I am making amigurumi. There is no way I'm going to have time to finish those bunnies before the next box gets here. So I will come up with something to do with the yarn, and I will share that with you guys in my regular show and tell videos. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I love you, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye, guys.